leader.
Doctors announcing the latest on President Trump's condition after testing positive for COVID-19.
And you're going to hear from different voices of women on the importance of voting.
Family and friends continue to raise money for a local high school football player that is in the hospital.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is 1024 Action News at 11.
New tonight at 11, we are hearing from President Trump from the hospital for the first time since being admitted for treatment of COVID-19. ABC's Raina Roy has more on the concerns over transparency about the president's condition.
Tonight, the president speaking to the American people after being admitted to Walter Reed Medical Center as he battles COVID-19, saying he believes he'll be back at the White House soon.
I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. You don't know over the next period of a few days. I guess that's the real test, so we'll be seeing what happens.
The video message comes after confusion and questions over transparency about the president's condition.
Has he also experienced difficulty breathing?
No, he has not. Never did.
However, sources close to the president tell ABC News he was in fact having difficulty breathing and received supplemental oxygen Friday at the White House after his oxygen levels dropped. His doctor said he was happy about the president's condition at a press briefing today, but a source familiar with the president's health told reporters shortly after his vitals over the last 24 hours were very concerning, and the next 48 hours will be critical in terms of his care. We are still not on a clear path to a full recovery. Multiple news outlets now reporting it was White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows who made those comments. Also, many questions about when Trump was diagnosed. His doctor issuing a memo clarifying the timeline, saying he incorrectly used the term 72 hours in the news conference earlier today when he meant day 3 and 48 hours when he meant day 2. The president first tweeted just after midnight on Friday that he and the First Lady had tested positive for COVID-19. Many now focusing on this Rose Garden ceremony last Saturday for Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett as a potential super spreader event. Several in attendance confirmed positive, including Chris Christie, who was part of the president's debate prep team. The former New Jersey governor announced this evening he checked himself into a hospital as a precautionary measure because of his history with asthma. Meantime, 77-year-old former Vice President Joe Biden says he and his wife Jill both tested negative. At a town hall tonight, when asked about the lack of PPE provided to essential workers by the Trump administration, Biden said he didn't want to attack the president amid his diagnosis, then said this.
If that's not the president's responsibility, what the heck is his responsibility? They don't care about much of anybody. You know,
Raina Roy, ABC News, Washington.
The Erie County Democratic Party and some Erie residents showed up at Perry Square to march to the ballot box early this afternoon. Jet 24 Action News is your local election headquarters. Jocelyn Person tells us many of the women candidates say this year is a very crucial year for everyone to go out and vote.
Dozens gathered at Perry Square to let Erie residents know voting is your voice. Women candidates that's representing parts of Erie stood in front of many residents to motivate and to educate them on the importance of America's future that's on the ballot.
All of these things matter, and if you want the policies to change to impact your life and your family's life, you need to vote and elect the right folks to office that represent your values.
The March to Ballot Box is commemorating the 100th anniversary of women's right to vote.
We're coming together to talk about the importance of our right to vote and the importance of making sure you vote and vote correctly. This is the March to the Ballot Box. We were hoping to have our ballots at this moment. We don't, but we're still doing it for symbolic reasons.
The fight for women's rights turned to be a success, but women of color weren't able to vote until years later. Some say women of color are still left behind.
Black and brown women's voices were not included in getting that vote, even though they did the hard work. And we are rectifying this now as the first person of color to become, hopefully, your next Auditor General. I will make sure we're all included and no one is left behind.
The candidates say the key to voting correctly are casting two envelopes, which is the naked envelope in the middle and the outside envelope, and make sure you complete it.
Right now it is so important. This really is the election of our lifetimes, and your vote truly is your voice. And just taking those few moments, whether it's a mail-in ballot, coloring in those ovals, or going right to the post office, or going to the box, or even the polls as a whole. But the most important thing right now is your vote. Really is your voice.
For all your election news day or night, you can visit our website, yourerie.com. Fire officials in Chautauqua County, New York are investigating after a propane tank explosion led to a fire early Saturday morning. The fire happened in the 7,000 block of Webster Road in the town of Portland just after 3:30 Saturday morning. The explosion caused a fire to start on one side of a trailer. Now, according to police, 4 people and pets were inside at the time, but all got out safely. One side of the trailer was damaged by the flames. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office is investigating. Family and friends of McDowell football player Johnny Heibel gathered together to help raise money for the injured teen. All of McDowell High School friends of Heibel say the reason for the fundraiser is to let Johnny and his family know they too are there fighting with him. Johnny Heibel is a senior football player at McDowell. He collapsed from a brain injury during a game against Cathedral Prep.
No matter how close you are, everybody's supporting, everybody's trying to do something to keep everybody's spirits up, and just know that people are raising money and fighting with him.
Johnny is currently in the hospital getting treated. And coming up on Jet 24 Action News at 11, the coronavirus pandemic has upended many aspects of life on Earth. But what about space? We'll tell you what NASA is saying to Congress. That's after a first look at the forecast. Hey, Craig.
And speaking of space, we will bring weather down to Earth for you in my complete forecast next. It does feature some warmer air, so stick around. Don't go to bed yet.
From your news leader, watching Brian Wilk, meteorologist Craig Flint, and Mike Fenner with sports. This